Vengo il mondo d'estate, tutti sanno, Dio mi parla nel sonno. Mi dice, hey boy, guarda che ora tutti sanno.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's game at Quicken Loans Arena, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. And the 76ers going through a bit of a rough stretch. They'll be up for this game, facing the team that defeated them in the conference semis last season. This is one they've been waiting for. And tonight, two top-tier centers going toe-to-toe. Obviously, the center position has become more multi-dimensional than ever. Shaq, give us your thoughts on how your position has evolved.
Well, the new defensive rules make it harder to post up. Versatility has never been more important for centers. You know, starting to play small ball, we need to get a little more versatile and show them that, hey, Akeem is not gone.
Do you think you could survive in the league in this day and age?
Oh, yes. Yes,
wow,
yes.
What a question.
Yes,
I
yes.
can't believe he even asked you that.
I can't believe he answered it.
I think you come off the bench now.
Yeah, you could be a great sixth man.
Oh.
Whoa!
Okay, you could start.
Shaq don't do bench.
Okay. Defensively, centers just have to guard, and Shaq could guard.
Yeah.
I could play guard.
It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Philadelphia 76ers. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And LeBron James's teammates are all smiles as he returns to the lineup after being out.
Yeah, and the fans have been waiting for this moment really all game. I'll bet they're going to let him know how happy they are to have him back on the court. He's really worked hard to return to the lineup as quickly as possible, and I know he's been waiting for this day.
Though it was surprising how well they played during his absence. That comes down to great team management.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Good evening, Kevin. Sixers head coach Brett Brown has gone through the lean years in Philly, but his coaching philosophy stayed constant during that time. He said, who's playing hard? There's a certain type that we're trying to grow in a city like Philadelphia. We've got to find people who can gain respect by competing. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And Philly loves guys that work hard. A great attitude to build your team around for sure. Now, Brent, we're far enough into the season where certain rookies are starting to hit the wall. What can coaches do to stop that process or help them through that process of that rookie, that so-called rookie wall?
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, Kevin, there's not much a coach can do for a player. And I'll tell you, I've seen it where years a player after 41 games is gassed. And certainly over the course of the past few years, I've seen plenty of rookies not be phased at all. So it just depends on the makeup of the guy and what he's been asked to do. I don't know that there's too much a coach can really get into the head of a player on, other than trying to keep him confident.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Joel Embiid. Prodigy is out there with Simmons. And there's Fultz, and it's Ellington in at the 2. Now here's LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. That one trucks for him.
Showing some initiative there.
Yeah, he takes advantage of what the defense is providing him, and that's the first bucket of the game.
There's the pick. Embiid in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Passes it to Baldwin. Left side, Shumpert. Out left to the wing. Love kicks to Shumpert. Lets it go with the 3. A shot by LeBron, no good. On defense, the Cavaliers, they are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset mindset that they brought offensively. I really felt like that set them apart.
Sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
Now Shumpert after Markelle Fultz missed from long range. Baldwin the pass to Love. And Embiid pulls it down.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
The pass to the prodigy. Outside for Simmons. Embiid against Love. Embiid dishes to Ellington. Here's the prodigy. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Baldwin can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here's Ellington. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
LeBron kicks to Baldwin. Looking to end the drought. And he's good on the 3-ball. Baldwin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ellington the pass to Fultz. Taken away. Fast break. Here we go. And that one is hammered home.
I admire how well Love is playing on the offensive end, realizing that one of his teammates is open, so get him the ball.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And Embiid drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
It's a pick by Love. Pass to Baldwin. To the paint. 9 feet out. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Love's got his first basket.
Precision shooting off of the pass. Love takes no time letting that one go.
Ellington kicks to Fultz. Back to Ellington. Connects from three-point range. Ellington's got 5 now.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
The dish to Shumpert. Simmons against LeBron. Inside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Love. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the 76ers.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
Here's the prodigy. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line. And Brett, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
Here's Baldwin. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Embiid the screen. There's the pick. Ellington kicks to Fultz. That one, no good.
well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Okafor is checked in for Embiid, and so he makes both from the line.
Back in 2008, Kevin Love was drafted with the 5th pick by Memphis and then traded to Minnesota, and he became the Timberwolves star player in a hurry. But they couldn't surround him with the kind of talent necessary to make it out of the lottery in the Western Conference.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fultz. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Yeah, a bit frigid to begin this one. Just can't make anything to get the game started.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 13. Okafor with the steal. Now Fultz. Outside, Simmons. To end the run. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And despite his production, Love's impact was questioned in Minnesota, even at times, Brent, by the Wolves front office.
The idea in Minnesota is they didn't want to commit to the full 5-year max and had Ricky Rubio at the time as the franchise player. And even the whispers after the trade of Kevin Love, you heard a lot of things that might have been unflattering, most of which I don't think were necessarily true. In the end, the trade worked out for both teams. Wiggins got to Minnesota, the Cavs got a star in Kevin Love, and then ended up with a title.
The 76ers trail by 3. Simmons on the wing. Pass to Okafor. And here is Simmons. 11-point game his last outing. Pass to Baldwin. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. The Cavaliers 5th.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the 76ers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Fultz. Okafor with the screen on Rose. Okafor against Howard. Brent, when you were playing in Seattle, those were the best assist years, statistically, of your career. What led you to become such a catalyst for that offense?
Well, it was interesting just as I finally got an opportunity to start to play with the basketball as a 2-guard a little bit more in Seattle, trying to play a little bit more up-tempo. And again, I'll mention opportunities because of Gary Payton getting double-teamed. It opened up situations for me, Kevin, where I could be a bit more creative as the off-guard.
And you loved that, didn't you?
I love playing that way. I wish I had more years of doing that, kind of the run-and-gun style that Phoenix employed for most of the mid-2000s, with that 7 seconds or less. I could have been agreeable with that.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
Korkmaz checked in for Ben Simmons. Now here's Rose. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Charge with it. Now the pass to Korkmaz. Howard against Okafor. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Noel dishes to Howard. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Cavaliers. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the 76ers, just way behind.
And for Philadelphia, so far it looks like the adjustments they've made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
Now, lots of season left to go, so maybe a little too early to say that. The results have been anything but positive early on, but we've seen plenty of teams dig themselves out of big holes after early season woes.
He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Šarić. Pass to Luau. From deep. Korkmaz, no good. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Outside Rose. Back to Noel. Here's the chosen one. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Here's Rose. After the basket by Dario Šarić. Howard, the pass to Rose. Over McConnell. Rose, that's good. Now, here's McConnell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Korkmaz. Picked by Okafor from past the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Rose. Here is Daniels. Lock at 6. To the inside. It's stolen by Šarić. Passes to McConnell. He dishes it to Okafor. Over Howard. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Cavaliers leading. 1:19 left here in the opening quarter. And again, it's Derrick Rose. Rose has got his second bucket.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Luau, the pass to Okafor. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded by Howard. The pass to Luau. They get it again. Pass to Korkmaz. Screen by Šarić. Here's Korkmaz. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Luau. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. They're not going to miss those all that often.
Rose kicks to Howard. Rose dishes to Howard. Okafor with the steal. Here's Luau. Cavaliers with the rebound. The chosen one's got his third rebound on the night.
I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
Cans it from downtown. Now Rose. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can and live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
So on the floor for Philadelphia. They've got Korkmaz. Jaleel Okafor is out there with Sharge. It's T.J. McConnell, and it's Luwawu in at the 2. That one goes. Count it. LeBron's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Cleveland. McConnell gets to Sharge. Over Noel, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Sharge has got the game tied up here for Philadelphia. Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Dwight Howard, the first pick overall in the 2004 draft. At his peak, he won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 3 consecutive seasons. And Brent, he's the only one.
I think you have to at some point just realize what it is that Dwight Howard has been for the length of his career. A lot of people had tremendous expectations that he was going to dominate offensively. It's just not been the case. He has led the league in rebounding 6 times. He's been an 8-time All-Star and will probably end up being in the Hall of Fame.
Now here's Shumpert. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. 5 to shoot. And James throws it down hard.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Here's McConnell. Here's Korkmaz. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. LeBron passes to Noel. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Kevin Love's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Ellington comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And it's Fulton for T.J. McConnell. Shumpert. And the shot is long. 76ers trailing. Ellington dishes to Fultz. Charge a screen on Rubio. Feeds it to Ellington. The 76ers again can't hit it. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now here's James. T right on him. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And we talk about the things that make LeBron great, Brent. The mental aspect of his game probably goes overlooked sometimes.
When you think about the way that LeBron James can be a chess master out on the floor. Wherever he wants the ball, he can set the pieces up where he knows he can take advantage of how the defense is going to play. And his teammates will tell you he can pretty much recall any play after a game that he's played. So him processing the game is on another level.
Embiid the screen. Fultz with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Embiid sets the pick for Simmons. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Simmons got 7.
Nice use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
And Rubio kicks to Baldwin. It's a pick by Love. To the middle. Kicks it out to James. 3-pointers off the mark. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Embiid. Misses off the right iron. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. James, no good. 76ers shooting 41% for the game. And here is Simmons. He's got 7. Here's Fultz. Got a hand on it. Here's the prodigy. And he hits it to tie the game up. Well, the Cavaliers shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Baldwin. 15 points in the game. James, the pass to Love. Shoots over Embiid. That one rolling around and rims out. Simmons against LeBron. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. On the wing, Ellington. And that misses. That would have put him up.
He sunk that three in the first. It's yet to make another one.
Baldwin kicks to Rubio. On the wing, Shumpert. Back to James. A three. Can't hit that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. Now here's Fultz, covered by Rubio. Here's the prodigy. The shot misses. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's Baldwin. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Fultz with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. They double him with James. Dishes to Fultz. Embiid with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston. Rubio outside. Baldwin the pass to Love. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And it's Simmons penetrating. Down low. Over in the corner, Fultz. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Baldwin kicks to Shumpert. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Philadelphia shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. The shot by Ellington, no good. And here are the Cavaliers. Now, here's Rubio. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. LeBron drives in, fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
There's no stopping LeBron right there. He's done that thousands of times. I just don't ever want to take for granted the fact that LeBron James is simply one of the greatest basketball players that's ever played the game. Am I overstepping it? Not at all. He is just as complete as it gets.
Free throw good, LeBron. And when it's all said and done, Brent, do you think LeBron James goes down as the most versatile player in NBA history?
There's no doubt about it, Kevin. If you talk about a player that had the consistent dominance that LeBron James had in every facet of the game, from the moment he stepped into the NBA, it's been a remarkable run for him. And when he steps between those sidelines, there's really nothing that he cannot do.
As we've seen, many teams play a little bit of a soft zone defensively. What's the best way, you think, Brent, to counteract that when you're trying to run your half-court offense?
Well, the best way to counteract anybody who's softening up on the backside of the zone is to overload that side of the court, Kevin. So now all of a sudden, if you make a shift with more players on one side of the floor, there's no way for three to cover two on the backside. That's where teams can gain incredible advantage.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. They shot off that time.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless he's got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Cavaliers shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight. Here's Fultz. 9 points last game out. Kicks it to Embiid. Inside. The prodigy passes to Simmons. Over James. Another miss by Philadelphia. Cleveland leading by 6. LeBron James on the wing. Ellington defending. Back to LeBron. Rose kicks to Baldwin. Offline with his three.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first two shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Now here's Embiid. 8 points for him. Ellington kicks to Simmons. To the left wing. Fires the three. But they'll get another chance. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid the screen. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Noel's checked in for Love. And it's the chosen one in for LeBron. Philadelphia also making some changes. Luwawu is checked in for Ellington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Embiid the screen. McConnell kicks to Embiid. Back to McConnell. Shot clock at 5. There's the pick. Here's Luwawu. A second chance effort. Rose with the block.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
The 76ers trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Embiid, the pass to the Prodigy. And they pick up 2. The Prodigy's got his second basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the middle. The feed now to Noel. Rose passes to the chosen one. To the inside. And Embiid with the block. Now Simmons, 7 points in the game. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Okafor's checked in for the 76ers. Sharch comes in for the Prodigy. Over to the left wing. There's the dish to Rose. Noel in the corner. They grab their own miss. He kicks it to Rose. 1:31 left now here in the second. Off target from three-point range. And Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10 or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 6th in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Over in the corner, Rose lets the three fly, and the three ball is good. He has 5.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Sharge up top. He feeds it to Simmons. Pass to McConnell. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Luwawu. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Cleveland leading by 7. And here's Rose. He has 6. There's a good screen. The 3. Sharge grabs the board. Sharge has got his 6th rebound on the night. And so we conclude the first half. Cavaliers on top, leading by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it? And is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Been working out.
The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They stepped up their game in the second quarter, and the score began to tilt in their favor. It's now a 7-point lead for them here at the half. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
That's it for now as the second half just about ready to go.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland. And East 4th Street right in the heart of it all. The second half just about to get going here. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Baldwin out there with Kevin Love. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Yikes. Wow. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Down low, here's Ellington. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Ellington's got his third basket of the night.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
LeBron dishes to Love. 6 on the shot clock. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. 8 points for him.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. This is it to Simmons. A baseline J. And the shot falls short this time.
Like the defensive effort, they did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
James kicks to Baldwin for 3. Drills it from outside. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Off the pick. Basket good. And 11 points for Ben Simmons.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll play.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Baldwin the pass to Love. James left side. Here's the 3. Another shot. Love kicks to Baldwin. Back to Shumpert. Here's Baldwin. 22 points for him. Out to Shumpert. Beyond the arc. Cracks in the tray. Shumpert's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm even going to go that far because I think it's a case of two teams on very different levels. And once they got into that big deficit, there's no way they were getting back into it.
The pass to the Prodigy. Count it from 12. The Prodigy's got 6.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
To the paint. Out to Shumpert. The tray. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 3 assists tonight.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
No question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Simmons. He gets that one. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Cleveland moving it around. Shumpert dishes to James. Back to Shumpert. Love right side. James outside. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Baldwin can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 13. Pass to Fultz. Here's the Prodigy. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Well, now let's check out the rookies shooting the highest percentage over the last 10 games. A very confident group of young men right now. Take a look at the Prodigy. Leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. Over to the wing. James outside. Pass to Baldwin. There's the triple. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Fultz with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Simmons penetrating. Here's Baldwin. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
The 76ers trail by 15. They set the pick to the inside. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for the Prodigy.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
LeBron James on the wing. Passes it to Baldwin. Off target with his 3.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Simmons passes to the Prodigy. Outside, Simmons. Embiid the screen. Free throw line jump shot. Here's Fultz. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. 76ers ball. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for the Cavaliers.
And this is a grown man shot chart right here. Not too much going on outside, but look at how things are for them in the paint. They are attacking the rim and not settling for the jump shot. And right now, it's paying off in bunches. If I'm them, then I continue to do the same thing going forward until an adjustment is made.
Rubio comes with the double team. Feeds to Fultz. Now the pass to the Prodigy. Now here's Fultz. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Embiid kicks to Fultz. 6 to shoot. And James pulls it down. Cleveland leading by 13. Takes the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. James has got 13.
three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Now Simmons, he's got 13. Pass to the prodigy. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. He's got 10.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Rubio dishes to James. Pass to Baldwin. Rubio outside. Here's Baldwin. Guarded by Simmons. LeBron passes to Baldwin. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. LeBron outside. It's a pick by Love. James kicks to Baldwin. Rubio outside. Pass to Baldwin. From deep three-point range. Look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh my goodness.
Unreal.
Fultz kicks to Embiid. Here's the screen. And here's Fultz. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Okafor is checked in for Embiid. Saric comes in for the prodigy. Luwawu-Cabarrot, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Wayne Ellington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Luwawu. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Luwawu's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And the one thing that you gotta love about Markelle Fultz is his versatility. I mean, he's got the size, the passing and scoring ability to succeed at either guard position. He's almost Westbrookish.
LeBron with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Puts it up from 15. Bank shot. No good.
And somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Saric outside. Over in the corner, Fultz. Screen by Saric. There's the pass to Luwawu. The offensive rebound. And the rejection by Love.
Encouraging signs when Kevin Love is that intense on the defensive end. Swats that one away.
And you ask the scouts about Fultz. He has the complete game.
You know, Kevin, he checks all the boxes. Athleticism, the size to play above the rim. And above all, I think the feel for the game is quite apparent when you watch him play.
Now, this just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So both teams changing it up here. McConnell with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Brett Brown wants a timeout. Brett, coming down the stretch of a tie game, some coaches like to substitute for offense and defense. Others don't. What would be your preference if you were coaching?
I think the idea has to totally do with matchups, Kevin. You're looking out on the floor. If all of a sudden the guy you want with the ball has a mismatch or an advantage, I'm going to stay away from any sort of timeout to give a coach 60 seconds to talk about something that he could probably shut down. I might not be able to be as creative as what's just happened in the flow of the game, and I'll trust my player to make the right play for me at that time.
Outside Rose. Down low. There's Noel, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. The 76ers trail by 15. Dishes it to Fultz. Kicks it to Simmons. Over in the corner, Fultz. Okafor sets the pick for Fultz. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Noel. Noel, a screen on Jaric. Here's Rubio. Another three for Cleveland.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
McConnell kicks to Simmons. 11 feet away. No good off the front iron.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
McConnell kicks to Fultz. Shoots over Rubio. Fultz, no good.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Rose dishes to Rubio. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists in the game. The 76ers trail by 21. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Simmons, and just miss after miss right now. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Here's Rubio. A three-pointer off the mark. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Fultz nailed from three-point land. Fultz has got his first 3 points of the game.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That can change things.
Rose passes to Noel. Back to Rose. He dishes it to Rubio. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 18. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The 76ers trail by 18, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, McConnell and Fultz, the playmaking pair in the backcourt. Ben Simmons is out there with Dario Saric, and it's Okafor in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Rose. Noel in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. In the corner, Simmons with it. Here's the floater. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And Simmons is a purebred scorer, a dominant offensive talent who can score in so many ways.
Hey, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
76ers moving the ball around. From 13, the shot by Saric, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Outside Rose, the feed to Shumpert. Rose can't hit.
You combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board.
Back to Saric. The dish to Simmons. Lets it go from 11. Shumpert with some nice deep. For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Screen by Howard. Inside, Okafor with the steal. And they're moving it up. Here's Fultz. Count that one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Out to the right wing. Here's Shumpert. Hits the three-point bomb.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Fultz kicks to McConnell. Okafor with the screen on Rose. Here's the floater. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard patrolling the paint still makes you think about your shot attempts. Easily leaping up to throw that one away.
That's good for McConnell.
And T.J. McConnell, undrafted out of Arizona, but he caught on with the Sixers, and I tell you what, made an immediate impact. Standing at about 6'2" and just over 200 pounds. He brings that physicality at the defensive end of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Baldwin, he's checked in for Noel, and LeBron subbed in for Rose. Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. Here's Sharch, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Greg, you were a defensive-minded guard. Do you see any similarities to what McConnell brings to the table?
You know, I love his toughness. He's got quick feet, a strong lower base, and, you know, he gets into you, and he racks up his fair share of steals because of it.
The 76ers making a switch here. Fultz is checked in. LeBron James on the wing. And LeBron throws it down.
LeBron putting the ball down on the deck. You just can't stop him when he goes straight to the rim.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, you know, some of his shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
The prodigy, he's checked in for the 76ers. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He was not happy with their shot selection, and he let them know about it. He said, we're taking low percentage shots, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, and work for those shots in the flow of the offense. Stay with the plan. We'll see if they can get it going.
All right, David, thanks.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
Out to Shumpert. James outside. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. He kicks to Howard. And stolen by Simmons. Now here's Ellington. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Puts up a 3. Fultz, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Shumpert, no good. The 76ers trail by 12. Now Ellington. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And here is Howard. Outside jumper. Pass to Baldwin. LeBron against Embiid. Here's Shumpert. 5 on the clock. James outside. From deep. And Embiid pulls it down.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Here's LeBron. Great touch on the 16-footer. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
LeBron James consistent there from the mid-range. When he's in a good rhythm and the ball just rolls off his fingertips, you feel pretty good about it.
And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more then, Kevin.
The first one falls.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
Cleveland moving the ball around to the left side wing. Here's James. Here's Love, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Kevin Love refusing to give up possession of the basketball after that miss, giving it all he's got down there.
Fultz, the pass to the prodigy. He feeds it to Fultz. Outside, Simmons. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Pass to Baldwin. Outside jumper. A three ball. And again, LeBron missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fultz, the pass to the prodigy. Embiid, the screen. For three, Ellington sinks the triple.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
It's a pick by Love. Baldwin kicks to Love. Embiid with the steal. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cleveland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Simmons against James. To the paint. Tries it from 9. That one a little long.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling. Exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
And Fultz gets it to go.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
In the corner, it's James. Out left to the wing. Passes it to Baldwin. 4 on the shot clock. Excellent use of the screen that time. And that's now 19 points for LeBron.
Years and years of experience and devastating defenses. That's LeBron James.
The 76ers trail by 11. Fultz with the ball. Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. They set the pick. Here's the prodigy. Outside, Simmons. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron kicks to Baldwin. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
LBJ terrific when it comes to moving the ball. He has a strong sense for when his teammates are open and then when to deliver.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Embiid the screen. Simmons with it. He's picked up by LeBron. The prodigy passes to Ellington. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Fultz. No good on that one. Great D that time from Love.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Here's Baldwin. Cleveland gets it back. Out to Shumpert. And there's the pass to Baldwin. Now here's LeBron. To the middle. Goes back up. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 32 points in the game.
Yeah, I don't know how you defend LeBron in the screen and roll because he can fire passes right through the defense and into any gap available.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
Fake, put me back then, but it's getting hard for you to fake it now. Being rich when I'm 40, man, I'm trying to make it now.
Now Simmons, they need this. Fultz, no good.
You got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
It's LeBron with the drive. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
It's so difficult to stop him. Even when you hit him or pull at him or tug him or talk to him, none of it works.
And here is Ellington. Fultz with the ball. Sweet little floater. Fultz has got 8 here in the quarter.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
They set the screen. LeBron dishes to Shumpert. Back to James. It's blocked. They retain possession. To the paint. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Baldwin. From deep three-point range. The shot missing.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, we've seen him make this shot work, but they can do better.
Ellington kicks to Simmons. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Embiid. James with some nice D.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Baldwin can't get it to go. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easily.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. First free throw is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And he makes both free throws. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rubio outside. The chosen one passes to Howard. No good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. To the inside. And it's Okafor. That time on the assist by McConnell.
We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
And Howard knows exactly what he's out there to do. Defend, rebound the ball, and be aggressive in the paint.
Here's Rubio. So it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.